Mogging, the brutal art of displaying your genetic superiority over another. This is something done by almost the entirety of the animal kingdom. Every species has their own way of mogging, but how do we become unmoggable? First, it's important to understand what a mog is. It is an extreme difference in genetic quality. A mog is an objective holistic difference. A Chad mog's a sub-5. A Chad literally cannot mog another Chad. It's impossible, as there is only subjective preference at that point. One may have a better eye area or a better jaw, but a mog is a holistic difference. You have to be better in every way. For example, Shaq doesn't mog Brad Pitt. He may height mog him, but due to their attractiveness difference, it's impossible for him to mog him. So now you understand what a mog is. How do we avoid being mogged? Well, obviously the best way to not be mogged is to be the mogger. If you are highly attractive and tall, it's basically impossible to be mogged ever. But for the rest of you, we need to aim for a certain goalpost known as the rule of 6. Basically, to be mogged facially, they would need to be at least 2 levels above you objectively. So your goal should be to reach at least a 6/10, which is possible for the majority of you with basic looks. Maxing, then comes height. A height mog occurs at around 5 inches of height difference, so your goal should be at least 6 feet. Of course, this means fraud if you have to with shoe lifts. The rule of 6 also applies to PP size. Now, if you can reach all of these, it's basically impossible you will get mogged. You would have to directly come across a genetic phenom. As to be mogged, they would have to be a 6'5" Chad with an 8-inch PP. Now, of course, this isn't impossible, but you have reduced your possibility of being mogged extremely low, and most of you could definitely reach all these figures, even if you aren't there currently. And if you surpass any of these, it means you are most likely the one doing the mogging.